Hello, YouTube. I'm alive and well. As the dogs and Dad and Elaine. Just wanted to come on here and say hello. And for everybody out there grieving today's loss of a fellow pipe member, Danny Shore. I wish I could say more, but I know from what he went through and what he dealt with for a long time, he is at peace mentally, I know that. And I hope he's fishing somewhere, smoking his pipe. I mean, that's all he liked. And that's what made him happy. And it just makes you think, when you lose people that you know or you've seen, it gets harder every time. It never gets easy. But, it just kind of sets everybody. Danny's job today was to set everybody in check. He left, and he left us all with something to think about. And when anybody close to you or anybody that you know leaves, they're always leaving you with something to think about. And it's whether or not you can utilize your own keys to take it in and utilize what they left. And I feel that Danny's pain-free, And I sit here in this spot from many, many months ago of being in pain and dealing with my own things and communicating with Danny during that time. It just for me it's different because most of you want to know where I've been, and I've been right here. I've been doing the same thing I do every day, and in any of the past videos, I pretty much said that I'm not going to do the same thing, videoing the same thing over and over, and I just needed some time after Bike Week. I put a video up the day that we started Bike Week, and I have a whole video to throw on YouTube in my queue. I still got to edit it, but editing it at the time after Bike Week just wasn't in my cards. Mentally, I couldn't do it. I couldn't watch the video from everything that had happened and that we had gone through and dealt with, death, and this was somebody very close to us, and my body was right at 95-96% when I got to Bike Week, and I had planned on working Bike Week, getting done, finishing my physical side of getting my body rehabilitated and moving on to my head and just clearing it out. And when I got back from Bike Week, it was done. Like, too much stuff, too much pain, too much death. And started off at the beginning of the year with people that we knew here that were close to us that we had lost, and then another person and another person. It was just never ending, and dealing with that mentally. How do you get over that? How do you get over being close to somebody one day, and then the next day you didn't even get a chance to say bye, and that's what Danny leaves with us today. And with anybody that's close to you that dies and leaves you something, the message is to just stop you know, everything that's going on in this chaotic world, in your chaotic life, just fucking put it on hold. Just stop. And not enough people do that to benefit themselves and help themselves. You know, it winds up getting masked and pushed away and put down and, you know, dug deeper and deeper. And then when it comes back up, it's resurrected as fear and anxiety. And, you know, it's not healthy. It's not healthy. And it's just a toxic cortisol flood in your body. And it doesn't go away overnight. You know, it takes a long time. And it's taken me up till, honestly, 3 days ago. 3 days ago. Well, probably 3 or 4 days ago. And I was at the end of it, I thought, you know, but for a while it was like after bike week, you know, it's been months since I've been on here, and it was like, okay, things would start slowly getting better, and then boom, hit with something else. Boom, hit with something else. I just kept getting knocked down, physically and mentally. Not physically by my skateboard, you know, that thing, and everything that I've been doing, the whole concoction. If I wouldn't have done it the way I did, you guys would be watching a video about me not being here and saying whatever you want to say and whatever I give. And yeah, I felt like that was going to happen a couple of times in the last couple of months, which has been my long life fear, you know, since I've been dealing with all this different stuff that normal people don't deal with. And yeah, just, you know, I knew there would be light at the end of it all. I knew that, but man, there was some of the days that were some of the darkest that I've had throughout my life, you know, recently. In the last month, I've had some of the darkest days, and it's everything from the beginning of this journey that I set in November and up till now. You know, I'm 7 months deep into a slippage through the matrix. I made it through the shift, and I feel that I'm lucky. I felt when I got hit by that car 18 years ago, you know, after laying in the hospital and you know, somehow looking at my second chance, I really should have been looking at my first chance. You know, we're all lucky that we even make it out of our mom's vagina or their stomach, however you're coming out. You know, we're blessed and granted to have that. And you know, I took advantage of it and didn't appreciate it for 23 years, you know. And I appreciated it then when I got to restart my life all over, which it was. My life was never the same from the day that I got ran over by a car and almost died. And I had to relearn everything and start all over. A decade after that, I had to relearn and start all over from another incident. And this last November, I had to restart and learn everything all over again. And these are the best days. Getting my dad healthy and getting him fit again. And you know, we'll all be back on YouTube again. You know, we're not leaving, we're not going anywhere. We started our path on YouTube just like this, you know, saying hello to everybody and seeing if there was people like us out there. And you know, fuck, I guess I've been on here almost 8 years, maybe a little bit longer. And you know, there are people like me, and that's why I continue to do these videos and help people go through things that they haven't experienced yet, that are coming up. that maybe they can deal with in a way that I deal with it to keep me grounded. And I've been off the ground, and it's just good to stay balanced. Speaking of that, can't smoke a pipe yet. Haven't had a pipe since Bart's house. You wanna come say hi and get in here? Show that shirt off. Doing a little video just to, you know, make people feel a little bit better about Danny's passing. And, you know, death, everything we've been dealing with. Got anything you want to share? Can't share anything after 73 years because nobody listens, right? But I am gonna smoke this herbal cigarette for Danny Shore and myself for healing purposes because it helps.
What grit would you sand this with lightly?
1500 or 2000 wet. How long has that paint been on there?
I'm not gonna do it now.
I'd give it a couple more days. Matter of fact, Dad, take those in the house and let them cure in the house with the cool temperature, 75 degrees. Dad's not ready to be back on camera, and he'll tell you why for his reasons when he wants to tell you. But for my reasons of being without a pipe, which has really sucked and could have helped me during some of these dark times, because for me, a pipe and what I got from all these years and what I get out of it is severe meditation. I get to where I can really sort things out when I'm smoking a pipe because I don't think about nothing else. It's kind of like skateboarding and pipe smoking. It's the same thing for me, because when I go to the skate park and I get on the board, it's like nothing else matters. I'm lighting the board, and I'm tamping the board, and I'm flipping the board. You know, it's the same thing. My mindset is right there dedicated just to that. And when I smoke a pipe, it's like, you know, I'm on autopilot. You know, my body just, my brain, it just does it, and it just keeps going. And while it's going, it's just circulating positive information to help me see what I need to see. And that's what it does for me. And I haven't been able to do it for the last couple of months. You know, long story short, but went to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned. They gave me a tooth infection. And that tooth infection wound up eating a hole in my upper jaw, eating the bone. Yeah. And causing me agony, more pain, mental stress, you know, financial stress, the fucking dental malpractice doctor stress, you know, and I'm still dealing with it, and I'm not fully healed from it yet, but I'm almost there. And if anybody is wondering about a number and catching up from you know, the last 7 months of videos, I am at 97%. If we're going back on those videos, but honestly, I'm whole. So in order to be whole, you've got to be 100%, and I am 100% today. I feel great. I feel incredible. I've answered all the questions that I've had for myself, for life, for now. When I get new questions, I'll figure those out. But I am at the end of this journey, and I feel that, you know, Danny left, and you know, I'm kind of stepping back into reality a little bit, I guess. You know, he checked out of reality, and I'm checking back in. And I knew I was gonna sit down and make a video like this yesterday, and I was gonna do it yesterday. And I said, you know what? I'm just gonna wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow is a special day. Today is my last day of my old life. Honestly, legitimately. Today is the last day of my old life. It's July 1st, 2019, and tomorrow I start an entire new journey. And I'll share that journey with everybody in time, when we can all sit down together and you know, you can hear all three of our sides over the last 7 months, and all of our stories and stuff that we've gone through. We got plenty to talk about. And you know, when you're not feeling good and you don't really have good vibrations to put out, you know, that's why I didn't want to do videos, because I didn't want anybody to, one, feel sorry for me or feel any, you know, I didn't want sympathy from anybody. I'm not like that. You know, that's the last thing I want to hear. You know, I'm a man. I deal with that shit my fucking self. And but you guys all help. You know, me making those videos, getting to this point, making this video. You were all the ones that encouraged me from all the 8 years on YouTube, and all your comments and all your inspiration and all your motivation and even all your hatred. You know, even the hate is motivating. But you know, I'm beyond that now. You know, that's just stuff I've already done. Like I said, I don't like doing the same thing twice. And every day's a new day. Every day's a different day. And it feels so good to be alive. It most certainly does. And I want to shout out to Ralph Smart, a YouTube presenter, a all-purpose motivator. That's all I gotta say. And if you need a little push or a little bit of help, you know, you don't have to ask for it. It's already out there. It's already out there. And you know, I'll show you where some cool answers are in the bucket. But I am looking forward to that next authentic pipe meditation. And, you know, it's coming. Just finalizing some disciplinary action that I've taken to heal my body. And it's just not for me right now. But it'll never go away. I'm just gonna leave it at that for today, and you know, we'll be back. We'll all be back. We ain't going nowhere. Just needed some time to heal, and that's it. And the healing is done. And if I can help heal anybody out there by any of the experience and speakings that I went through in the last 7 months, those videos are all on here for you guys and me, you know, for me to go back, because I'm sure this won't be my last dark hole. You know, there's a whole bright, wide future ahead of us, and new stresses come with that. And, you know, now I can use this tool for myself as well and go back and watch these videos and see, like, okay, you know, the brain fog can be so bad to where it can just not let you remember and delete things. Well, you do have a hard drive, and you can get rewired and resurrect those feelings and memories to be motivating and inspiring and positive, and brush off to others. That's it. I love everybody, and you are in peace, Danny.